Hi, my name is Leo Au Yeung. I'm a movie choreographer for the Ip Man movies, and I'm also a Wing Chun instructor. I'm teaching Wing Chun in Central London and South Wimbledon area. In this video, I will explain what Wing Chun is, and also what is the unique training method in Wing Chun. I also will demonstrate the short range power. Short range power means the explosive power can be produced in short range. This is how Wing Chun produces power. And I also will show how Wing Chun can be applied in real life situation as well.
Wing Chun is a form of short-distance martial arts. It is a soft-style martial arts involving continuous attack movements. It's designed to fight against someone who is bigger and stronger than you. Wing Chun training methods include 3 empty hand forms and wooden dummy training. The wooden dummy is a training method unique to Wing Chun. It is designed in the shape of a person, with 2 arms to represent high range, 1 arm to represent mid-range, and 1 leg for low-range attack. It allows you to train raw Wing Chun techniques without a sparring partner, and serves as a training method to practice and perfect different hand and leg combinations. With repetitive training, all of your Wing Chun techniques will eventually become second nature, so that when fighting in a real-life situation, you can transfer the skills learnt from practicing against the dummy. As you can see here, Sifu Leo is demonstrating some techniques from the Wing Chun wooden dummy form. Wing Chun is designed for street situations, for example against the use of weapons, and defense against multiple opponents. It is not restricted by weight, so Wing Chun can also be applied by people who are small and are not as physically strong as their opponent. T-Cell is sensitivity training and teaches you to redirect energy and counter-attack at the same time.
Here I'm doing some Chi-Cell practice with one of my students. We constantly doing attack and defense simultaneously. Chi-Cell also able to improve your reflex and sensitivities. This allows me to use his energy to against him. When the footage slows down, you are able to see the attack and defense technique more clearly.
Short-range power demonstrates explosive power that can be produced even in close range, as Wing Chun is a short-distance martial art. These students will now demonstrate board breaking. As you can see, when their fists hit the board, they are overcommitting their punch. Although they have managed to break the boards, this would be impractical in a real-life fight situation because if you miss your target, you will lose your balance and be unable to retract for the counter-attack. Sifu Leo will now demonstrate a more efficient way to break the boards, using short-range explosive power. As you can see, Sifu Leo doesn't overcommit with his strikes and breaks the board in the shortest motion possible, whilst then retracting his fist as soon as the board has been broken. The technique is not just about breaking the board, but it is how you control your power without losing your balance.
Nothing, yeah.
We're seeing if you want to do one more.
Sifu Leo will now show you various fighting applications. As you can see, Wing Chun attack is very intense and effective.
In this video, I'm using typical Wing Chun Tan Sao and Pak Sao attack to against a strict punch. Here I'm using Wing Chun to close the distance and attack and destroy his balance at the same time. In advanced Wing Chun practitioner, they will use the hand to destroy the center line and use leg to destroy their opponent's balance at the same time.
Sifu Leo Au Yeung teaches Wing Chun in central London and the South Wimbledon area.
It's funny actually, I was just sort of Googling for Wing Chun classes in London, and it came up that he'd been involved in the choreography of the Ip Man movies, which I really loved, so I thought, well, I've got to investigate this guy. So, you know, just had a bit of a chat backwards and forwards by email, and then started going to classes. He takes the time to explain what's going on, why things work, why things don't work, and it's really practical. So the great thing about it is that not only do you get to sort of hear the theory, but he'll demonstrate exactly what's going on, why it works, and particularly if you're on the receiving end of it, you get a kind of personal experience as to why what you've just done hasn't worked.
Well, I could safely say he's very funny. He's a funny guy. And yeah, he just teaches very well, helps you get the moves right. He's a perfectionist.
He's strict when it comes to, like, if you're doing it wrong, I mean, he would be friendly towards you, but when it comes to you doing it wrong, he will be strict and he will show you that this is how you do it. He doesn't hold anything back, he teaches everything that he knows, and he's very patient towards, like, the new people, beginners. He won't, like, rush you. And it's not like he's taking your money and letting you go. He will teach you, you know, so much that you need to know for your level.
I think Leo's Wing Chun class is really good because he basically caters for beginners as well. He will split the class into two, and he will teach you basic moves at your level, nothing too advanced. So that's what I really like. And also you get to interact with different people all the time.
I did a bit of karate around a month, and some kung fu, but they're nothing compared to this. Wing Chun is it's really good.
He always points out the important facts of, you know, about Wing Chun, and like when he talks about something, he goes back on it, like, you know, almost every week. So he doesn't tell you about anything and then, you know, just like doesn't mention it again until after a while. Like he often repeats, you know, what he says.
What I really like about Sifu's school is that his training methods are like quite intense, and they are compared to some of the videos that I've seen on YouTube and some of the schools that I've seen, his Wing Chun standard is like top level, you know. So the other thing that impressed me the most is whenever I come down to Sifu school, it's not like a business, it's basically, it's like a family. And you come in and you know everyone by first name basis, and everyone hangs out together, they come in, they train, we have a good time, and you know, it's a good laugh as well. The way Sifu's class is normally structured is he would do a warm-up together, so the whole class will be in the classroom together doing a warm-up together, and then he would split the class up into two or maybe even three sometimes, depending on like how many skill levels there are. So there'll be a beginner, intermediate and advanced. And me, I've been a student with Sifu for 3 years, so sometimes I assist him with the teaching and stuff. So I'll go and teach the beginners whatever techniques and stuff and training drills that he would want me to go through. Where do I see myself in the future? Well, I would like to complete the Wing Chun system, and basically I would like to train myself and become the best Wing Chun practitioner I can be, really. And my Sifu always tells me, you can't just complete the system and there you go, it's done. It's not like that. You've got to practice all the time, and there's always room for improvement. So my aim is just to become the best that I can be, and just learn as much as I can from Sifu, because he's got so much to offer.
And finally, this last video shows you a real-life example of how to defend yourself against an attack with multiple opponents. All the actors and actresses in the video come from Sifu Leo Au Yeung's class, with experience ranging from 2 months to over 2 years.